before you do any kind of marketing, no matter what, whether it is video, TikTok or Google, Facebook or anything, you got to have your funnel. Otherwise, you are going to leak away and waste all your money for no returns. And you'll wonder at the end of the month, where has all my efforts and my resources and my cash has disappeared? So you got to make sure that you get your funnel properly. And this is, I'm not trying to sell anyone high level, and you haven't told me to say this as well, but we personally use this in our business. Go high level, and we love it because it organizes our leads and the follow-ups, the automations, everything in one easy to use software.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the High Level Spotlight Sessions, where we showcase awesome marketers doing awesome marketing. Today, I am joined by Uzair Kharawala. He is the co-founder of SF Digital, an agency that offers a bunch of services, but today we're going to talk about one specifically. Uzair, thanks so much for coming on.
Hello, Chase, and hello, everyone, and it's a pleasure to be here, and thanks very much for the invite, my friend.
I'm doing really well. Thank you for joining us. Uzair, talk to me. So you guys at FS Digital, you offer pretty traditional services, right? You guys do AdWords, you do, websites, pretty much the full kit and caboodle, but you're known as the video marketing guy, right? You really have honed in and sort of created expertise around video marketing. Talk me through that journey of sort of traditional agency services, and then what led you to transition to a focus on video?
On video, yeah, sure. Few years back, our traditional source of generating new leads, especially from the local businesses, is to attend networking meetings, which are the breakfast, lunch, and the evening ones. And I saw the same faces over and over again. And it's kind of like a circuit. You go from one meeting to the next and to the next. And I knew that they were not my target audience. And I was kind of like wasting my time. And I think it was in December 2017 or thereabouts, I said I've got to do something different because this cannot carry on. And I looked at the YouTube, and I knew lots of marketeers, shouting from the rooftop that video marketing is the future and you've got to get on the bandwagon. So I thought, okay, let me give it a go, because I used to upload videos every now and then, nothing serious, but I thought, okay, I'm going to give myself a 90-day challenge of uploading one video a day and see what happens. I'm not going to give up, even if I don't get a view, like, share, dislike, comment, subscribe, and I'll just carry on doing that. So I started this challenge, and it was very tough because I was doing the video shooting, the editing, uploading, syndicating, transcribing, blogging, social media, and so on. But it was worth it, because when you do everything yourself, you learn everything, right? And I carried on for a few weeks, and all of a sudden I started to get that engagement from my audience. They started to comment, like, and thank me for uploading such content. And sometimes, you make your own luck by being in the right place at the right time. And at that point in time, Google AdWords was transitioning into Google Ads, and then they were changing the whole interface as well. And because I had one of my old accounts, I had my new interface, and I was creating these videos on the new interface. So then when my audience's interface changed, they all scrambled to YouTube. Oh, how do I make a campaign? Or where has this button disappeared? Or how do I create an ad group and all that? And that's how I started my video marketing journey. So since then, we have uploaded a video a day. Now we uploaded 2 videos a day, every weekday, I should say. And we've got over 1,300 videos on our YouTube channel and over 20,000 subscribers.
Wow, that's fantastic. I love the idea of the 90-day challenge. I can imagine for most folks that would be a challenge. Did you feel like, I feel like people listening to that are like, oh, I love the idea of doing that challenge, but what the heck would I make all those videos about?
Yeah.
Was that hard, or once you started doing it, was it kind of like, actually, there's so many things that you can talk about?
So initially it was very hard because you hit a brick wall and you try to rack your brain. What do I talk about next? There's so many videos I can make on how to create a campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not doing different videos on how to do Facebook ads or Twitter ads or LinkedIn or anything else. I'm just focusing on Google ads, and that's what I've been doing since then. But then as you go deeper into a subject or a topic, you find gold. I mean, the more you dig, the more you're going to get the riches. And all of a sudden, I came across or stumbled upon the likes of Quora.com, Reddit, Answer the Public. That's where people are asking the question on the internet. How do I do this? Why can't my ads run properly? How do I get more leads or sales, or how, all sorts of questions. And that's where I get the ideas from. So what I did was I would look at especially Quora, where I did quite a bit. And if you don't know, Quora is the best kept secret on the internet. Still, not many people know of it. So what I did was I looked at the questions, and then you will see 3 or 4 replies, which is written by text. I would create a video, and then I would reply as a video reply.
Oh, you can do video replies in Quora? I've never seen that.
Yeah, you can embed YouTube videos in Quora.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and that's how I differentiated myself from the other marketeers. And I totally focus on a video. And now, if you were to search for some really competitive keywords, my videos from YouTube ranked on Google Ads or Google page 1 as well, organically. So to pick up everybody needs page 1 rankings on Google, right? Who wouldn't?
Yeah, of course.
But I'm fighting against the likes of Neil Patel, wordstream.com, support.google.com, blog.google.com, udemy.com, very high authority websites. There is no way in the world I'm going to beat them, because it's kind of like stepping into a ring with a heavyweight boxer. Sure. No matter how much you try, train, exercise, you will never beat them. So you pick up a fight with a lightweight or an amateur boxer. And that's what I did. This was the weak link where I saw that Google is paying more relevance to videos. And now they show up to 4, it's called the video pack. You will find when you go and search on Google, you will have the ads, then the map, and then the organic rankings. And on that page, you will see 3 or 4 videos ranking as well on page 1. Once you get your videos on page 1, that's when the fun begins. Yeah. And we just keep on doing it. And now I would like to say I'm the heavyweight boxer, and it's very difficult for others to fight with me, especially to maintain my rankings on Google.
Wow, that's awesome. I think definitely if you're a traditional agency who has clients, I think it's easier than you would think to come up with topics, right? Because it's kind of like every time your team creates a win for a client or figures something out that you know is different or unique for a client, you jot that down and then it becomes a video. But why do people get so hung up? I feel like, video has been the best kept secret for almost a decade now, but yet still people aren't diving in. And why is that, in your opinion?
It's getting better now compared to last year or the year before. This is a question which, again, it really puzzles me all the time, that if there's no competition, like I've taken myself from the red ocean into the blue ocean, right? The red ocean is where the top 4 ads on Google show up, and everybody is fighting for those top 4 spots and paying through the nose for that high
Bidding,
click
yeah, I was
cost.
going to say bidding each other up.
Each
Yeah.
other, yeah, it's a bloodbath, right? Whereas on YouTube, there's nobody there. I am on my own in the blue ocean, fishing away all day long, cleaning up. And still, when I talk about video marketing, which I've been doing this for the last 4 years, I would say out of 1,000 companies, maybe 2 or 3 will take notice. And then they will be serious about creating a video channel or creating a video marketing strategy. Very few people do that. It really is puzzling as much as you are. If somebody has got an answer to that, I would love to know, why are you guys leaving so much cash on the table for your competitors to swipe under from your nose?
It's, I would love to know too. I would guess, and let us know in the comments. I feel like I would guess it's the hang up around production and quality, right? I think people really get hung up on, well, I don't have a fancy camera. I don't have a fancy mic. I don't know how to edit video. But I feel like nowadays, like an iPhone 13 camera
Yeah.
is so
Oh
stinking
my God.
good.
You can create Hollywood style movies, cinematic movies,
yeah,
with an iPhone. All you need is a decent microphone, which will cost you less than 100, $200. It's
yeah,
not going to break the bank, and a bit
yeah.
of lighting, right? So there are no excuses when somebody says, oh, I don't know the technology, I don't know this, I don't know that. Well, go on my YouTube channel and you see what happens. Once I forgot to change the white balance on my DSLR camera where I was shooting with, and I was kind of like looking all orange when I came back after shooting, recording it for 4 hours, and I was really cheesed off. Oh my God, I recorded this in the wrong white balance and I look really bad. I was so fed up, Chase, that I sod it, I'm going to upload it. And that is one of our most popular videos, because it's the content people are looking for, and people are not looking for perfection, right? Because if you make a very slick video, which is expensive, and you spend thousands and thousands of dollars on it, they know that it is scripted, it's staged, and it's not real. You need to make it real, because with video marketing, you build up trust. So when I go on video, so in fact, I haven't mentioned this so far, that I also go live twice a week on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook, right? To build up my audience and build up that trust. So they come across me, they stumble upon my content, and once they see one of my videos, then I can get them into my remarketing list and remarket and keep pushing them further down the
Let's
funnel.
talk about that in a second, but I'd love to ask you, what tool do you use to do that live streaming across those platforms? I'm assuming you use one to broadcast to all.
Yeah, so we use Restream. It works pretty well for us. There are quite a few as well, but I've stuck with Restream for quite a while. It's very simple and easy.
And then when you use when you make your videos for your YouTube channel, what do you use to edit them?
So we use a variety of tools. I think my video editor, we've got a video editor who edits all my video now. He uses Adobe Premiere, but you don't
he's a real
need,
editor.
yeah. So you don't need all the expensive ones. You can, I shot a video on the iPhone a couple of days ago, and I edited that video on the iPhone, and I uploaded that video from the iPhone. So if you really want to do it and you want to start, you just need your phone.
That's crazy to me. And my wife is the same way. She makes a ton of yoga videos and she edits them all on her phone. And I'm like, yeah, how are you? That's crazy to me. Cause I mean, I get it. You can do it, but to me, it's kind of annoying. For me, video became way more accessible when I found an app called ScreenFlow. It's really like powerful, but really kind of dumbed down. I feel like very easy learning curve there. Yeah. And that for me was like, oh, okay, I could make a lot of video pretty fast with this and not get hung up on the editing part.
So That is only for the Mac. For the friends on PC, you can get Camtasia.
Oh, it's only Mac. I didn't know that.
Yeah, ScreenFlow is only for Mac, and I've been using it for years now. And that is what I use for screen recording and also for recording myself. And it's pretty straightforward.
So let's talk about a little bit about YouTube. And I think you mentioned retargeting. And I absolutely love retargeting in YouTube as a strategy.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize how often the everyday person sees YouTube.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like, you don't even realize how often you see YouTube. But me personally, I have an Apple TV and I don't watch normal TV. When I have free time, I go to my YouTube channel and I go to my subscriptions and I watch whatever's new from the people that I follow. And that's how I consume TV. So I'm like always in YouTube.
Yeah. And the millennials, even my kids, so we got a 22-year-old son, 20-year-old daughter, and a 10-year-old daughter. They never see TV, watch TV with us. They're all on YouTube. So YouTube is the next TV right now. That's
What's
where the
fascinating
audience is.
To me about it, I agree with you, is that, well, a couple of things. One, I always see the same ads, which tells me, which is crazy to me. It's like there's not enough people bidding for me to really see, like, you watch TV, you see a million different ads, right? In YouTube, if you spend a lot of time in YouTube, you'll start seeing the same ads over and over, which means there's so much room for other advertisers to come in.
Yeah, because everybody's on Facebook, and now with Facebook and the iOS updates and everything, people are getting fed up of the high cost and they can't track the conversions properly and so on. I'm seeing a lot of people switching over to YouTube, but they've got so much inventory on YouTube. It's unbelievable. It's sky's the limit. Even if millions of business owners and professionals turn up on YouTube, you will still have plenty of inventory to run ads.
The other thing that fascinates me about YouTube is the opportunity to become a channel yourself is so underappreciated, I feel like, because like I said, when I sit down and I have 10 minutes, 20 minutes free, I go to YouTube and I go to subscriptions and I look at what's new in my feed. And it's a mix, right? It's a mix of like sports related stuff. It's a mix of tech stuff, marketing stuff, people I follow, like you, right? Like you have become entertainment that thousands of people watch. Whereas, 20 years ago, they'd be watching program TV, like, you know what I mean? And so I feel like people don't understand that if you do your 90-day strategy, all of a sudden you get people subscribing and it's like, oh, great, I got a subscriber. I don't think people realize what that means. It's people like me sitting on the couch watching you on my TV, right? Like every new video you put out.
Yeah. And the biggest secret, I should say, which most people don't know about is, let's say, Chase, you went to on Google today and you wanted to learn Google ads, right? So you search for keywords like learn Google ads or Google ad tips or tricks and all that kind of stuff. Then off you go to YouTube to watch golfing or cooking or any kind of, Shark Tank or any kind of videos like that, which has got nothing to do with Google ads. I, as an advertiser, can put my ad in front of you on any video or channel you go to on the basis of those keywords you have searched. Because YouTube is run through Google Ads, YouTube is owned by Google. So we can target anybody with those keywords. So if you search any of the keywords which I'm targeting, you will see my ad no matter what video you're watching.
And is it still the case that if I skip your ad, you don't even get charged for it?
That's right. So unless you watch 30 seconds of the ad or click on the ad, I, as an advertiser, won't get charged a single penny. So if you were to skip my ad after 6 or 7 seconds, or even after 25 seconds, I've had free advertising, free money from Google and YouTube.
I mean, I can't still believe, I
Yeah,
can't believe that that is still the
yeah,
case. I
yeah,
mean, you
yeah,
literally have 25 seconds of free branding,
yeah,
keyword targeted.
yeah. Or affinity. So Google knows our searching and surfing history, right? What kind of websites you visit. Are you a luxury buyer, buyers of products, or do you go and buy on your first visit or on the fifth visit, or you're looking for bargain based products and so on? We are
Mhm.
all categorized in these categories, and Google has got more data point on us than we know about ourselves. They know Uzair is going to wait for that 50% off sale. He never goes and buys straight up, whereas Chase goes and just buys within the first 60 seconds of visiting a website.
Mhm.
And that's how they create these audiences which are available for advertisers to target.
Let me ask you something else about what I've been seen and was fascinated by in YouTube, which is oftentimes I'll see an ad that is captivating for whatever reason, and it's very long.
Hmm.
And I'll sit there and watch a 10-minute ad because it's
Yeah,
like a mini class that somebody's giving or whatever
yeah,
about something that
yeah,
interests me.
yeah,
That's crazy to me.
yeah, because I've interrupted your viewing pattern. You went to view or watch a golfing video, and all of a sudden my video popped up either before the video, during the video, or at any time whilst you're watching, and you think, you know what? I was just looking and searching for this problem I had on Google earlier on.
Mhm.
And this guy is showing me how to solve this problem. So you will continue. So quite often I would run a 30-minute video as an ad, where it's kind of like a mini masterclass, how
Yes.
to set up a campaign and this and that. And then you continue to watch. And the more you watch and engage, YouTube and the algorithms know that this content is loved and liked by the audience. And then they're going to give you even more free money by getting your videos ranked organically. So when you go to YouTube, YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google. So when you go to YouTube and you're watching a video, on the right hand side, you will see all those recommended videos. More and more of your videos are going to pop up on there as well for organic views, which is free of charge.
I think it's incredible. I mean, YouTube continues to fascinate me. What's even more interesting is that they still haven't convinced me to pay to get rid of the ads.
Yeah.
So I see a ton of ads, and the masterclass strategy is super interesting to me. I also like the people I've seen do really well where it's like a sequence of ads.
Yes.
It's like you saw the one, and then the
Yeah.
next time it's like, hey, in the last video we talked about this, and so
Yes.
now I want to talk to you about that.
Yes.
And it's
Yeah.
like I'm in the middle of a story in these ads
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
seeing.
So those sequence ads are really good. They're kind of like your sales funnel. The first video would be kind of like the top of the funnel video to the cold audience. Hey, I'm Chase and I can help you lose weight or get fit or whatever it is. And then in the next couple of videos, you're going to show some more tips and tips on how to get fit or lose weight. And then once I have viewed all those videos in a sequence, then the last one would be your call to action. Hey, by the way, I've got a course, sign up for free or get 50% off or whatever your call to action may be. So that is in a sequence. It works very well.
And you don't have to pay more just because your video is longer, right?
No, no, no.
That's
It's
crazy to me.
the same cost per view.
So let's talk about, I can talk about this forever, and I think we still have some time here. So what's another thing that's really interesting to me as a challenge with video is it's hard enough to get the people listening to do video, right? Agencies, consultants to make videos for themselves to get clients. how can the heck can we help our clients with video strategy? Have you had success helping other businesses create video that you can then turn into ads for them?
So as you know that I'm based in the UK,
Mm-hmm.
I was in Arizona about 2 weeks ago with one of our clients, and we shot about 40 videos. So they're in the mortgage business, right? Mortgages
Okay.
and loans. We shot loads and loads of videos about the questions. How do I get a mortgage for a first-time buyer? How can I buy to let? How can I remortgage? How can I do this or do that and all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff? All these questions, short 2-minute videos. And then we are going to edit these videos and then start uploading them to YouTube and to the social media. So the path to a conversion is very complicated now. I, as a consumer, I will go to your website, then I'm going to come back, go search somewhere else, go somebody else's website, your competitors. Then I'll go to social, try to find somebody else or get recommendations. And I'll be, toing and froing until I know that, okay, I've researched properly. I'm going to go with Chase. So what you need to do, Chase, as an advertiser is to hit me with your ads at every touch point along the path on the conversion path, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I go on Google, I see your ads. I go on YouTube, see your ads. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever. And that helps me build up that rapport, trust with you. Okay,
Sure.
this guy has got so much content, and it's not only about sell, buy my stuff all the time. It's about you are giving me really good content and information. And if you have set up your ad sequence and all you are doing is giving me really good content and information, so that I build that trust factor with you that, wow, Chase knows his stuff and I'm going to speak with him. And that's when I become a hot lead rather than a cold lead for you. So when we get leads, 95% of the time they have seen my video or have stumbled upon in fact, 100% I should say now, because we don't do any other kind of advertising other than video ads. So we put fuel on the fire by running ads, which accelerate that process of reaching out more of the audiences I want to reach.
So that was really an interesting answer. And I feel like you've mentioned it twice now. You talked about Quora and then you talked about frequently asked questions. That seems like a really easy strategy. Hey,
Simple.
I'm going to send you a $5 phone tripod, and I want you to just record yourself answering the most frequently asked questions that you get. Or, here's 10 questions I found on Quora, or, we used to work with med spas all the time, and I can't remember the name of the site, but there was like a site where everyone went to ask questions and then doctors would answer.
Yes.
Go there, grab the top 20 questions or whatever, and then just hit record and answer them naturally.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great strategy to kind of coax video out of clients, because that can be a real challenge. Clients are like, oh yeah, I'm in, I'll do it. Let's do it. And you never get anything.
Never do it. And another way you can do that is go to Google, search for your keyword, and see all the links on the page one. What type of content have they put, and what kind of content Google is ranking on page one for. And then you reverse engineer that content by creating video format. So when we do video on any kind of topic now, we create a blog post, we create a social post, we say, let's say if I made a video of 10 questions. So all I do is I create a Google Doc. Question number 1, how do I do this? Question number 2, how to do that? Question 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, 10, right? On average, I would answer each question for about 3 to 4 minutes. If I've got 10 questions, that's a 30-minute video I'll upload. Then we're going to download that video from YouTube, chop them into 10 different videos, because one question per video. So you do the work once and then you repurpose. And there are lots of tools like Descript, which is really good. And
Really
that will
good.
help you create more. So from one video, I've done the video recording for 30 minutes and I've got 11 more videos out of it.
Yeah, Descript is a really cool tool. We use that as well. Like it takes a video, transcribes it, and then you can edit the video by just editing the text, right?
That's right.
So, I mean, that's a really another really easy tool to overcome the tech side of it. But the other reason I like that strategy is because you record a bunch of questions, answers to questions, and then you have a bunch of videos to retarget with, as opposed to what happens most of the time is a business will spend all the time and money into creating one video.
No.
And now your potential customers are seeing the same video everywhere they go, which gets annoying, right? But if, like you said, if I'm bouncing around and I'm seeing a video on YouTube and I'm seeing a video on Facebook and then an Instagram, and they're all different topics that are relevant to the journey that I'm on, that creates authority rather than creating annoyance, right?
Yeah, and another really cool tip I'm going to give you guys is, so you may have heard of a guy called Dennis Yu. He is the master of video marketing, and I've learned a lot from him. And his strategy about $1 a day video marketing strategy is you upload lots of different videos and then you boost them to your target audience and in the target location. And I've done that quite a lot. So I've done like 10 boosts for 10 different posts of videos, right? Some videos will have 3 times the cost per view than some of them. Now, if I just did 1 or 2, I cannot split test them and see which one is working and which one isn't working, because I may think and you may think, oh, this is a really good video, but my audience don't think that. And then when you don't get that engagement or love from your audiences, the algorithm are going to hammer you with high cost, right? So the ones which are not performing, you stop them. And the ones which are performing, you scale them. And then you bring in more videos as challenges to the winners. And you just keep on going on and on and on. And that's how you keep building up your remarketing list at the cheapest cost, because we've all heard that the money is in email marketing. Well, that's true. Email open rates are going down. But if I build up my remarketing list or the pixel list at the cheapest cost, I can hit my audience with any message, anytime, whenever I want at will. So if I've got a new course or an offer starting tomorrow, I can just remarket to them.
Because you have already identified them through testing.
Yeah, they are in my remarketing list. They are pixeled in.
I love it. Uzair, where can agencies, I know you help a lot of businesses, but where could, folks that are watching this that want to learn more from you, where should they head? To your YouTube channel, to your blog?
Yeah, you can come to our channel, or you can visit our website, which is SF, San Francisco SF, digital.co.uk.
Is that what the SF stands for?
No, it wasn't. It's the initials of our 2 little ones.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. But we used to get a lot of,
like, oh, maybe they were located in San Francisco for a while.
We used to get a lot of phone calls in the early part of our setting up the business when Google wasn't there. And, oh, you're not in SF? I said, what's SF? And we didn't work out that people are referring to as San Francisco. Then we worked out that, yes, it is from the US. But one more thing I would like to add before we
Sure thing.
Wrap things up is, before you do any kind of marketing, no matter what, whether it is video, TikTok or Google, Facebook or anything, you got to have your funnel. Otherwise, you are going to leak away and waste all your money for no returns. And you'll wonder at the end of the month, where has all my efforts and my resources and my cash has disappeared? So you got to make sure that you get your funnel properly. And this is, I'm not trying to sell anyone high level, and you haven't told me to say this as well, but we personally use this in our business. go high level, and we love it because it organizes our leads and the follow-ups, the automations, everything in one easy to use software.
That was the best plug ever. And yes, like you said, I did not ask him to do that.
No, I know you didn't.
So I really appreciate that, Uzair. I mean, that's exactly right, right? Like if you don't have, I always call it like the leaky bucket.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't have your funnel ready to go, there's no point in spending money on ads because those people aren't going to convert, right? And so definitely make sure you've set yourself up with a solid funnel and that you tied to that with your call to action, right? And that's something I would love to see YouTube get better at. Although what's interesting now is I'm seeing on YouTube ads, there's a new button that says like send to your phone or something, I think it says.
They are taking or bringing out all these new cool features and gadgets all the time. And it's pretty difficult and challenging for us as marketers to keep up with the pace as well. So yeah,
but it's all heading for a marketer. It's heading in really exciting directions, right? Because now, like I said, if I'm seeing an ad, there's a button that says like, I think it says send to phone, and you click it, and then basically it opens the link that they have in the ad on your phone. That's an amazing bridge that didn't exist, right? Up until very recently, where you'd have to just be watching something and then maybe remember the URL, or you go Google what you can remember from what you just saw.
I think a lot of people don't put that call to action button on the ad, and then again, they're wasting money. So you need to just, just go on my YouTube channel. There's thousands of videos on there, hundreds of videos, and you'll be able to set one up the right way. There
we go. Go to Uzair's video channel. High Level can help you on the funnel side, and then you'll be ready to dive into video marketing. I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming on to share all this with us.
Thank you so much for having us. It's been great, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you guys for watching. We will see you in the next one.